Stay tuned to the very end of this video to check out the taste test. Everybody, welcome back to the Huffman house. So today's going to be a fun video.
Yeah.
So we are going to attempt to make kimchi for the very first time.
Yep.
So Mike actually found one that he wanted, a recipe that he wanted to use from
Lazy Dog Farm.
Right, and we'll link that below. And then my girlfriend in Washington sent me a recipe that she tried online, so I've got that one. And then Hollis and Nancy, they also have a YouTube channel. I wanted to follow one of her recipes also for kimchi. So we got 3 different recipes we're gonna try.
Yeah, first time making it, first time growing Napa cabbage.
Yeah, it was the first time we grew them.
So
yeah. I don't like kimchi. I was pregnant and my mom opened a jar of it one time and it made me very sick to my stomach. And so I guess I'm just associate that in my head now. So I've never eaten it just from the smell. But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess rules are rules. I'm going to have to try it since I'm making it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to send Mike over there to go ahead and start getting the cabbages cut up while I finish gathering some of the ingredients for 3 different recipes here.
Yeah. So,
of course, a lot of it's going to be the same, but there are differences. So.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing is I know I like kimchi, but I've had a lot of different kimchis I didn't like.
Right, like when we go to the grocery store, if we see it, we grab it for him to try, and it's just never been any that's been that good. So, all right, get busy.
Yep, busy.
I'm gonna finish gathering up what we're gonna need here. Once he gets the cabbages cut up, he's gonna have to wash them, and then also we'll be starting the salt brining on them. So I'll bring you back once we get to that point. Once he gets them washed up and I get everything gathered up, we'll bring you back and start you on the recipes. All right. Okay, you guys, so Mike got all our cabbage cut up and weighed for us. So for my 2 recipes, I'm going with 2 pounds for each recipe. And I think you did 2 pounds also, correct?
A little over.
A little over.
1 head.
1 head, okay. So next what we have to do is we got to get the cabbage prepared to start making the kimchi. So for mine, and of course we will definitely link these recipes or type them out for you down below. So we're not going to be putting them on the screen for you here. But we will be saying them out loud, so kind of.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Yeah. Just follow us. Just follow along with us.
If you're following along, it might not be a good thing.
You might want to just see the recipe at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. So to get our cabbages ready for my first one, which I'm going to call the rose kimchi because that's my girlfriend Rose is the one that sent it to me. So this is going to be our rose kimchi. It says to cut the cabbage, which he already did. Now, we're going to salt the cabbage. We're going to place the cabbage in a large bowl and sprinkle with salt. Using your hands, we're going to massage the salt into the cabbage until it starts to soften. Then I'm going to add enough water to cover the cabbage. Make sure I put a plate on it so it's under the water, and it's going to sit for 1 to 2 hours. So that's my first one. Salting, massaging, soaking.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Yours wants you to layer it.
Yeah. So start with a layer of cabbage on the bottom, sprinkle your salt, layer cabbage, sprinkle salt, layers of cabbage, sprinkle salt until you're done.
And then let it sit for
several hours.
So both of ours will be. And mine is going to be 1/4 cup.
That's what mine is.
Ah, looky there.
Ooh, 1/4 cup. Layer, 1/4 cup, layer. No. Sprinkle.
Do you massage yours or no?
No massaging.
I gotta massage mine. Which is how I also make the sauerkraut that I made.
Yes.
Yep, when I fermented sauerkraut, it's you salt and massage it, so I'm kind of used to this part.
Had me do that when I made the the spiral noodle zucchini. What was that? The casserole?
Oh yeah, he made like a squash zucchini casserole that was like that.
Yeah, it had me. They say that one of the things you have a problem with when making a squash casserole is too much moisture, so it had me salt
Correct.
the spiralized veggies.
Yeah.
And then, give them a little massagey.
Yep, it helps to get that salt worked into them to start getting the
Liquid water?
Liquid out of the.
Yep. I'm lucky. All I gotta do is sprinkle. Look, done.
And I'm still massaging, and I got
She's got massaging duty.
2 more tablespoons to add on this one. And of course, I'm making a hot mess like I normally do. And ignore the kitchen. I've been working in here all day long. I just got some pesto finished and put up. I like to make it when I have to harvest a bunch of basil, and I freeze it. I have done a video, I believe, on my pesto, so.
Great pesto, folks. And so convenient too. If you get it frozen, you want to have a little pesto, you can freeze them in little ice cubes.
Yeah, that's how I like to do it.
You can make a single serving worth of spaghetti for lunch, you know, like when the wife's not here. And I could just pop that in there and have me some pesto spaghetti for lunch.
Yep. You just freeze them in ice cube trays, pop them out and throw them in a baggie, put them right back into the freezer, and you can just pull out however many you need. It's really awesome. And generally, I make enough for a year's worth, so until we get our next harvest of basil.
Yeah.
So.
And right now, y'all know basil is just rampant.
Yes.
And
it needs to be cut down so it'll keep growing. So, all right. If you would like to put this cold water till it's covering
submerged.
It, and then put a plate on it, and I will start working on
plate.
Yeah, just one of our regular dinner plates will work. All right, so for my next one, let's see, it just says sprinkle with 1 cup of salt. Mix thoroughly every 15 to 30 minutes.
You want this over here on the chopping board?
Yeah, just stick it over there. That way it's out of our way. And just, yep, that'll work. Okay, so this one I'm sprinkling with 1 cup. Now this says up to 3 pounds of cabbage. I've only got 2 pounds of cabbage, so I don't think I'm gonna do a whole cup worth of salt. I'll do like maybe 3/4, I guess, or maybe half. And then every 20 to 30 minutes, I'm just gonna come in and massage it a little bit. So pretty easy. All right, so. There's 1/4 of a cup. Can you come pour me another 1/4 of a cup of salt, please? Now he used pickling salt because his specifically asked for pickling salt. I'm using kosher salt because mine specifically asked for kosher salt.
1/4 cup?
1/4 cup. Just sprinkle them in for me. Let me toss a little. Yeah, perfect. Whoop. I'm such a mess. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
All right, so now we're gonna let these sit for the next probably 2 to 3 hours. This one, it says it wants me to come in and massage every 20 to 30 minutes, so I'll do that. Do you wanna just set an alarm for, let's go with 2 hours and see what they're looking like then?
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, so we've got about an hour left on our cabbage soaking.
Soak.
Whatever, yeah. So in the meantime, my helper here is gonna help me get my paste for the rose kimchi together. All right, so we are going to add garlic, which we need a tablespoon. This is all garlic here.
A tablespoon?
Yeah, and I put the thingy here. Oh, I guess if we're putting it in here, you don't have to mince it, huh?
I don't think so.
Okay. There's a spoon right here, babe.
She's already got it for me.
I do. Alright, so yeah, 1 tablespoon of grated garlic.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Plunk.
I think we need 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger.
Fresh ginger.
Looks good.
Pretty getting close.
Yep. Then we're gonna need 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar.
Wet. Yep.
And then we're going to need 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And I just found that in our international aisle of the grocery store. I want to smell.
Smells fishy. Not overly fishy, but 2 tablespoons?
Yes, 2 tablespoons.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Here, I got that. Go ahead.
Need the squeeze bottle. There we go.
2. You did the sugar, right?
I did the sugar.
Okay. Put that out the way.
2 tablespoons. 1,
Yes.
2.
All right.
Ah.
How many of y'all know where that came from? Telling our age for sure.
I know it.
Oh, well, Sesame Street's still on, so maybe not.
The count.
Okay, and then we're going to do the gochujaro with
That's the chili powder.
this is going to be the chili flakes. Yes. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Gochugaru.
So basically it's Korean red pepper flakes.
Well, we're not gonna.
It says to
Make-
mix it with that.
Yeah, but we're not gonna chop it up. It's already flaked.
Oh, okay. So then just mix that up.
Mix this up.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to make a paste. Again, this is the rose kimchi.
Dang near. Spatula.
Yes. Oh, the little one. You want the little one?
Yeah, the little one. Little one.
Rinse it down. It was from when I made the pesto earlier. You guys, this is crazy. I mean, so far I like everything that's in it. I've never tasted fish sauce, I don't guess.
Not even touching the bottom.
Yeah.
Why is it not even touching the bottom? This whole thing is usually pretty darn good.
I think
I
it's
guess
going to be
there's not
fine
enough
like that,
in there.
though. Yeah, I think it's going to be fine.
Let's try this. Don't worry, folks. We're trained professionals.
Okay. Well,
Worked much better
that's
that way.
working just fine.
Yep. All right.
All right, so now let's just go ahead and pour it into this little dish until we're ready to mix it.
No, we need the flake.
Well, yeah, you want to put the flakes in there. Yeah,
'cause
that
it'll be
works
a lot
fine.
easier.
All right, so it says 1 to 5 tablespoons, depending on how spicy.
Oh,
So now that's going to be a you thing because I don't do spice.
I have no idea.
We'll let him figure out the spiciness. Him and my mom like spicy, so. And they both like kimchi.
Well, does it have any notes?
It says I like about 3.5 tablespoons.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Was that Rose? Rose likes about 3.
No, the recipe Rose
Oh, the
sent to
recipe.
me.
It's a really good chili smell.
Yeah.
Or not chili, just pepper. Smells like
I heard
pepper.
red Korean pepper flakes are really good. They're not as spicy as regular red pepper flakes.
Yeah,
And that they have a little sweetness to them, so I don't
very,
know.
very sweet smelling
Yeah.
pepper. I mean, real similar to
That's
the
why I'm willing to
poblano,
try
you
it.
know?
I'm willing to try it. Like,
Well,
see.
since you're gonna try, let's just stay with 3, and
Well,
I can always up it. And then this is gonna make a paste.
yeah. And then we'll put it in this little dish until the cabbage is done. And then we'll mix it. And that way we can get this next one made.
Very interesting. It's definitely pasty.
Let's get some clean spoons for a little taste test.
Well, I don't think you want to try that. If this is going to flavor a whole head of cabbage, baby, I don't think you want to try that.
You don't want to try it to see if it's where it needs to be?
Oh, I don't know. That.
Well, we usually follow the recipe the first time. We'll just go with the recipe.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's...
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I mean, if that's going to flavor a whole head of cabbage, or 2 pounds of cabbage,
Yeah.
I would think that that'd be pretty dang flavorful.
Yes. Okay, so that's going to be the kimchi paste to go for the rose kimchi. And then we're going to...
got more.
Yeah, we've got more. We're going to do my next
Oh, that's
one.
right. That's right.
Because he doesn't make a sauce or a paste first. His,
It's kind of sprinkle,
put
mix,
together,
sprinkle,
yeah.
mix, sprinkle, mix,
So,
next ingredient,
we're
mix.
just kind of getting my two ready because mine are in a different.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so
Is this a kind of paste liquid?
this one says sauce, kimchi sauce mix. So
Okay.
we're gonna use 1 to 2 tablespoons of the Korean red pepper flakes. So you might as well go with 2 for you.
Might as well. Are we gonna?
Well, yeah, we can do that last again. Let's do this other stuff. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so this time we need 2 tablespoons of minced garlic.
We need more garlic, love.
I need more garlic.
Yeah. Maybe I'll mince it this time, and we won't worry about chopping.
2 tablespoons. And folks, this is our garlic from the garden
Yeah.
that we're using in these recipes.
You can grow it and cook with it and use it.
Yep.
Why the heck not?
I'll peel some more up.
That's probably 1.
Okay. And get an here. We do really like our cutting board, butcher block countertops. So you don't want to cut on them though. So with our leftover stuff, Mike made us some really big cutting board. So no, I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but I'm not cutting it on our actual counters.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No, not at all.
I'll tell you one thing, this is some juicy garlic.
Fresh.
Mm.
Fresh. Now, one thing that I didn't mention in the beginning of the video when we were getting the cabbage ready was that you don't want to use any type of chlorinated water. They recommend distilled, or we have well water, so ours isn't chlorinated.
No point.
So we don't have to worry about that. But some places, depending on where you get your water, if it's city water or whatever, you would probably want to go ahead and get like a distilled or a, what's it called? Distilled or
Purified?
purified water. Thank you. And that has to do with the whole fermentation process, on why you don't want to use like chlorinated water or anything like that. So, okay, so we've got the 2 tablespoons of garlic.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see this. It wants 2 limes or 4 tablespoons. So we're gonna have to go with lime juice.
Interesting.
I don't think I have quite enough for 4 tablespoons, but just add, I guess, what we can. And we'll just have to make sure we know.
Yeah. Got some fish oil on my fingers.
Slick 'em. All right, so it says 4 tablespoons of lime juice.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you got plenty.
Okay.
4.
Okay, now for the sweetness in this one, it wants raw honey, which I don't think our honey's raw, is it?
No.
So then we're just going to substitute for sugar.
Might be raw. I don't know.
We don't use honey very often. If anything, he likes it.
No. Doesn't say raw.
Okay. So then let us substitute that for the sugar then, for some sugar then.
Sugar?
Yep, and we'll do just again, we'll do another tablespoon of sugar in this one.
Tablespoon?
Yep. Okay, and then the red pepper flakes.
Did you put it in? No.
No, I did not. All right, so we'll get this mixed up and then we'll add the red pepper flakes to this one.
No other sauce?
Nope.
Fish sauce, anything like that?
No, this one doesn't, this one did not call for fish sauce or anything like that, so.
Okay.
And that's it for this one.
How many? 2?
We're going with 1 to 2
Yeah, we're doing 2. If we're doing 3 in the other one, we'll do 2 of this.
tablespoons, and then it says you can add some more if you want to make it hotter.
Yeah, we'll just do 2.
Want to just do 2, or do you want to do 3 like we did the other?
No, we'll do 2.
Okay.
We gotta do it by the recipe and then.
I know, and then we always do that with all our foods. I know I've said this in videos before, but we like to follow a recipe to the T. The first time we make anything, and then we tweak it, make notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tweak it to what we like. So.
Yep. All right.
Let me get a dish for that one. Put that one in here.
Definitely a lot runnier.
Yeah, this one's
this
actually,
one?
the first one said a paste, and this one actually says a sauce.
Yeah.
Now for his, which when we get to his, we'll show you, but his actually called for a fermented chili sauce in it. So.
Yeah, I mean, this
It's
is.
going to be interesting.
It could be considered a very light paste. Definitely has a different aroma.
Yeah, I think it's that lime juice
than
that's
the
in this
other
one.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, let's see. We can show them. Show the people. So you can see the difference in one versus the other. So these are just going to be put aside for now. And once the cabbage is ready, we will bring you back and we'll mix mine up, and then we'll let Mike show you his recipe. So, all right, we'll be back. Alrighty, so it's just been a few minutes for you guys, but it's been a couple hours for us. And I've got the Hollis and Nancy recipe ready to go. So I've got my cabbage, which I had to soak with clean water and then rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse to get the salt out of. Got that in here. I've got some, it called for bell pepper. I put some Advarsky, which is kind of like a bell pepper.
Yeah, sweet red pepper.
This recipe called for onion and carrots. So we had shredded up the carrots and got them all ready. And so those are in there. So now we just need to mix it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says to put on a glove to mix the sauce in. Now we don't have a glove.
Well, I'm
so
gonna use my cut finger.
who's getting the short end of the stick on this one?
Well, it looks like me.
So
I've been voluntold.
So mix it up and then mix that sauce in with it too.
Where's the spatula?
The spatula is right here.
Yeah, because I could use the spatula for it.
Well, no, you really want to get it in there. You think it's going to burn your hands?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
We are about to find out, guys.
Live. No.
From the Huffman house. And it says you just want to squeeze it in there really good.
Yeah, it's looking like kimchi.
Is it?
It is.
Well, I guess it doesn't smell like kimchi quite yet.
No, it doesn't have that.
Yeah, now this is the Hollis and Nancy recipe, so.
I found a cut or something. Ow.
Is it burning, really?
Ow.
Okay.
Ow. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty. Look at that.
That is very pretty.
Yep.
So once he gets it all mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and do it in a half-gallon jar to ferment it.
It's getting that, ooh, it's getting that smell. That's nice. Yeah, that's going to be awesome, baby.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me get my...
Okay.
Well,
Is that going in there?
that's going to go in there, but once I get the thingamajigger, the funnel.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put this one into a half-gallon jar to ferment. And then when it's done fermenting, to put it into, I'll put it into some smaller containers, some smaller jars. Once it's fermented, that we can actually cap it. Mike bought me a fermenting kit, gosh, years ago now.
Yep.
And it's got these burping lids, so I don't even have to worry about burping it. It'll burp itself. And then we've got the weight pucks.
That's gonna work just about perfect for that half-gallon jug.
I think so too. Get out of there. It says to pack it down.
Yeah, you got the packer.
Yep, I've got the packer.
All right, I'm gonna go rinse this fire off.
All right, go rinse the fire. So I'm gonna pack this down, it says. All good. Till it's underneath the brine. I mean, it's pretty close. It wouldn't quite fit into a quart jar. I'm gonna put my burper on it. Let me find a ring.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to put this back into the pantry room after I wipe it down. Put it into the pantry room, and we're gonna, because in there we keep it dark and cool. And we're just gonna keep an eye on it for the next few days. I will set it on top of some type of plate or tray. Actually, if you wanna grab that blue one right there for me with the towel is fine.
With the towel?
Uh-huh. Well, I don't want to dirty my towel. You're right. I better take the towel off. So
That's
I bought
red.
these.
I think it's gonna stain.
Yeah, I bought these at Aldi. So what I'll do is, and it's got a lip on it, so sometimes when you're fermenting, the juices and stuff might spew over. So always set it on top of something. So we're gonna get this one put into the back room, and we'll start working on the next one. Alrighty, so we're moving on. We did my first recipe. We are doing Mike's recipe now, which is from Lazy Dog Farm. Again, we will link that below. So.
Yep. So we're doing. Now, of course, I took the recipe. He does a big batch at a time. 4 heads of cabbage. We only doing 1, so everything got quartered. So a half cup of minced garlic then becomes 2 tablespoons.
Yes.
We'll just mince those up, and half a cup of minced ginger.
So again, to 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
We're actually growing ginger for the first time.
Yeah, we decided to stick a couple pieces in the dirt and see
Why
what
not,
happens.
right?
And sure enough, we got sprouts on it. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Usually we just keep our ginger, we'll buy a piece of ginger. A lot of times I'll shave it into little slices and I'll dehydrate it because that makes it shelf stable for me. And then for the rest of it, we just put into the freezer. So it's kind of nice that we're actually growing our own for a change.
Should be interesting.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it comes out.
And if you think about it, you know, if the temperature matches, why not?
Yeah. Ooh, I smell that ginger.
And ginger's got a nice little lemony,
Yeah, like a citrusy.
citrusy scent to it.
For sure.
So maybe that's why that one had you put the lime juice in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that.
Okay.
Alright, garlic and
Got that.
ginger.
Garlic and ginger. 2 large bunches of green onions. So that's like what? Half a large bunch, whatever that is. Who knows? Just go for what you know. What
Yeah.
looks right.
What looks right? That looks right.
That looks good to me. It doesn't have carrots in there, but man, I like the look of carrots, and every kimchi that I've had when I was in Korea had carrots in it. So I'm gonna grab just a nice little handful and throw that in there just to make it pretty. You get all the different colors, makes it more appetizing. 1 cup of rice vinegar, so we're using a 1/4 cup rice vinegar. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun 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 dun.
That's good, yep. Rice vinegar. Throw that in there.
Now where ours, or where the other 2 I did had you make up the stuff beforehand, his just goes directly into it.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of a quicker one, you know. It's got a chili paste. It calls for 1 7.5 ounce bottle. So we cut that down, and we're gonna do about a 1/4 cup. And we did try this, and ooh, yeah, thank you, love.
You're welcome.
It's this stuff has got
Some
a
spice.
little heat to it. That's close enough. And of course we need the chili flakes. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. We're gonna cut that down and do 2 teaspoons. Is that right?
2 tablespoons would be 6 teaspoons.
6.
So-
So what, like 1.5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 2. Because again, it makes it pretty with those flakes. Looks great to me, and I believe that was it. Onions, chili sauce, garlic, ginger, vinegar, and pepper flakes, and then mixy.
And again, he gets the privilege of doing that. Now another thing that's a little bit different, his recipe versus mine is for fermenting, they leave it in this bowl.
Yeah, they want it covered with saran wrap and then covered with a heavy dark towel, left 2 to 3 days in your kitchen, wherever. And this is definitely not as red.
I feel like it's got a lot more stronger
as the
smell.
other. It does smell a lot stronger, and I wonder if it's because the chili sauce.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks also good. It doesn't quite have as red a tint, which might come a little later.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
I'm used to. But again, that's why we have 3 different recipes. You know, you can't just go and look. You got to go and flavor. But I'm interested. See what
Definitely
happens.
going to be interested, you guys. And once he covers it and everything, we will put it in the back room also, along with our other ones.
Yeah, because it doesn't make a lot, and this bowl is absolutely huge, we're just going to transfer
Whoop.
it.
Throwing stuff at me again.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got it all over my fingers. And it burns. It burns.
So sorry.
Yeah. This one I think burns just a tad bit more than the first one. I don't know if it found a new cut or if it's just soaking into my hand. I've heard about people getting skin contact burns from hot peppers and all, but
I mean, I know both my recipes said to use a glove, but
yeah, I'm daring.
we
Who
don't have
knows?
any.
It looked like I got a sunburn on my right hand. I think.
Do you need my pounder at all or no?
Well, it might. No. Maybe. Well, it evens it out quite a bit. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. So saran wrap and that one's done.
Yep, so we're going to get this done and then we're going to get set up for my last one. We'll be right back. We're back. We're on our last kimchi. So this one called for the cabbage. This one was in the water brine instead of just the salt.
Right.
So it was rinsed. Carrots and green onion. This one has the paste that we made.
Yep.
This is the Rose kimchi. Thanks, Rose. All right, so here you go, honey.
Is it mix time?
It's mix time.
My hand just quit burning.
Again.
Okay. This is a very thick,
Very thick.
I'm really scared to touch it. But I will.
Okay.
For science sake.
For scientific purposes.
For my belly.
So doing it in the salt water brine definitely didn't shrink it down as much as the ones we did with just salt.
Yeah, the cabbage is much stiffer also. So, okay. Yeah,
Just get in there. All right, while he's mixing that up, well, our kitchen is a hot mess for sure.
But it's been a fun day.
It's been fun. We've really enjoyed it. We enjoyed cooking together. We enjoyed doing products together. So when I told him I wanted to make 3 of them, he was all for it away. So then this one I'm also going to do into a 1/2 gallon jar for the fermenting process, and then once it's done, we'll put it into smaller jars, more manageable.
That's, again, a nice, dark,
Color.
rich, red color. Very, it smells awesome already.
This one had the fish sauce in it. Yes. It called for fish sauce or salted shrimp paste. Never heard of that.
Don't know.
Or you could have done it with just water. So
Yeah.
we went with the fish sauce.
It absolutely smells awesome. Really, really familiar
Yeah.
to my nose.
Well, good.
Yeah, no, it looks great too. Got a good color. Yeah.
It's gonna be totally interesting, you guys.
Yep.
Just start shoveling it in.
Let's see if I can get some on you.
No. Look, I'm standing back.
Need a little, well.
Do I need a little color in my life?
That's right. Little redness. Enjoy the bird.
Ooh, I smell it.
Oh, see, I told you.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna get everywhere.
You definitely got me that time. I'm not concerned about me or my clothes, but I am concerned about my butcher block countertops. Definitely don't want to have to go through installing those again.
No.
And then you can just dump the rest of the juice and everything.
Just trying to get the big stuff so it doesn't splash. Yeah, that smells awesome.
Great.
Okay, all yours left.
All mine. All right, you guys. So now I'm just gonna do like I did before with my other one, and I'm just gonna kind of pack it down underneath the brine. Now I forgot to show you on my last one, but I realized it after I put the top on. You want to save one of your cabbage leaves to put on top here to help keep it submerged. I'm just gonna take one and put it in there. And I did add it to the other one already, so.
I think that one would almost fit in a quart.
I think that one, yeah, I think both of them probably might.
Oh, but it'd probably over percolate
Yeah.
or whatever that fermenting does.
Yeah. You usually want to leave at least, I think it's an inch on the top. But as long as they're under the brine, I think we're going to be fine. And just keep an eye on it. Because if it comes out from under the brine, that's the part that can get moldy and stuff. You generally can just scrape that part off and use it anyway. But, alright, so put my little burper on it.
Ring.
And we're going to add this to the other two
Sounds great.
in the back room. Alright, guys, the kitchen, hey, it was
Kitchen's a
fun.
wreck, but
We had a great time doing this.
great time.
And we will definitely bring you along in a couple days. We're going to go ahead and open them and try them in like 2 to 3 days. And we'll add that to the end of this so that you can have an idea on how they're going and how they're tasting and stuff. So for now, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you again for joining us. Please subscribe if you haven't. We've got a lot more content coming up.
Like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Thanks, guys.
Smells good.
So it's been 3 or 4 days. I'm not so sure which. And we're going to go ahead and have Mike try it. And I've got numbers on the bottom, and I know which one's which, so.
I have no idea.
Nope.
Just start left
Yep.
to right.
Yep. He's got some tea to cleanse his palate. None of it
Smells
really smells
good.
very fermented to me.
Very good. Light ferment. Very hard, not much twang. Heat, perfect.
Okay.
That's very good. That's my favorite so far.
Okay.
Of course, it's the only one I tried. More ferment. More heat. less salt and a little bitter taste in there.
Okay.
That's still my favorite so far.
All right.
That one's got a fish sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. You can taste that afterwards, the aftertaste. A lot of onion. Good heat, maybe a little bit more than the other ones.
More heat in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Any bitterness like you got out of that one?
No. That's my second one. I'd say favorite, next favorite.
Okay. So this was Lazy Dog Farm.
Oh.
The one
really?
that you wanted to do, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, very good.
This was Hollis and Nancy.
Okay.
And then this is the one that Rose sent us.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's just...
But you said this one was the most fermented.
Yes.
Now, of course, they can all ferment longer.
Yeah.
Am I ready to do this?
That's up to you. My baby don't like spicy,
I know.
and she's not a big fan on
Stinky.
stinky. Try this one first. That might give you a little heads up. This one's really good, really tasty. And just get you a small piece. There you go. Yeah. That one's a little more saltier also than the other two were.
It's nasty and hot.
It's not as hot. My baby says no. More for me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just